my friends, and happy Monday. I'm so glad you're here. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask them in a comment below. Contact me. I love to hear from you. Hi again, I'm Isabel, your life coach, and my dream is to get you to see what's possible in your life and to get you one step closer to achieve it. I do that through my tools that I use in my life coaching business. And today I want to talk about one specific tool. So this morning, as I was listening to a book called Imagine Big by Terry Saville Foy, I was just so inspired to do a YouTube video on this because affirmations is something that I didn't even know about years ago, and now I am totally in love with them. I use them, I teach about them, and I believe in them, right? So, what is an affirmation? There is many affirmations if you Google. I did that. Woof, you can get overwhelmed. So, today I just want to share a little bit about what it is and then give you some examples and some ways to not to say them and some ways to do say them. Okay? So, an affirmation is really speaking a goal as if it already happened. Okay? So you want to use your voice, you want to speak it, you want to think it and speak it, both, right? It's so important because as I mentioned before, is your brain really responds to your voice very powerfully. So that is good and bad, right? Be careful with what you say and think. It could, influence you in a negative way. And on the flip side, it's powerful. It can influence you in a very positive way. So I'm on the positive side. Sometimes we have to point out the negative to go to the positive. So it's really more what I like to call flipping the switch, right? Just like you have a light switch and you flip it, and light turns on, right? It's really a switch in your brain too. It's really simple. It's not easy, but it's simple. Okay? So often we dwell in the past, right? Things we haven't done, couldn't do, things that happened that were dreadful, and I'm not negating them, right? Life is hard sometimes, and life is good sometimes, and it's all a nice balance, right? We experience all kinds of um, experiences, right? Good, bad, everything, a little bit of everything in between, right? So this is still January. Um, or the end of January when you listen to this, or the 1st of February when you listen to this. So we're still pretty fresh in our mind about goal setting, right? How do we set goals? That's another video. But be very clear on what you want. Be very clear on the specifics. Okay? For example, if you say, and this is an example from the book from this morning, I believe God for a new job. What does that even mean, right? What really do you want? Which one did you apply for? Um, just get very specific, and then also I loved how she worded that. I believe God for a new job if it's still available, right? That little add-on, not useful, right? You can make that one statement much more powerful by saying, I am believing God for this new job. Period. End of statement. No if, no buts, simple statement. The simpler the better, right? So, as always, I encourage you to change the way you think and the way you speak. All right? So, again, an affirmation is speaking about a goal as if it were already achieved. And that takes some getting used to, right? I encourage myself and my clients often to think of their future self. And I've written a blog on that. If you like to go to my website, read some blogs, it's all in there. I can post it in the comments below to the future self, right? So let's do some examples, right? And I want to do all the affirmations as examples with I am statements. There's a reason that God's name is I am. Present tense, super powerful. Not I was, not I will be, I am. And that was it. Right? That's one of his names. So when we do an affirmation with I am, again, you're telling your brain that this is who you are. It's very powerful. Believe it? Try it out. Try me. Okay? So instead of, this is the wrong way to say it, I will lose weight. Yeah? How, when, how much, by what time? Right? That is too vague, too general, not good. Instead of, I will lose weight. And again, this is an example from her book. I am enjoying living at my perfect body weight of, give your number, right? We all have some extra Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's weight right now, right? I am enjoying living at my perfect weight of so many pounds. Doesn't that sound a lot better than I will lose weight? I like it a lot better. Or another example was, and it sounds beautiful. It sounds so beautiful. I will create a clothing brand in the future. If a friend said that, you'd be like, oh, great, you go for it, girl, you got this. Okay? Is it really telling your brain what to do? How about, I am working hard at creating my clothing line. I am working hard on creating my clothing line. Or even just, I am creating my new clothing line. Right? When you say I will, your brain is like, oh, okay, when? When you say I am, you make it part of who you are, especially the more you say it daily, daily. The more you say it, your brain will start believing it. I mean, you can really brainwash yourself in a positive way. Did you know that? It's all good. Okay. Um, Another example was, I will open a soup kitchen in my community. Sounds lovely, right? You would again praise your friend. Wow, it's a beautiful idea. You have such a good heart, such a servant, right? What does that tell your brain? I don't know. I am praising God for the opportunity of serving my community with my new soup kitchen. I am praising God for the opportunity of serving God in my community with a soup kitchen. And it needs to be short and simple and believable, okay? All right. There are some that you might, as I like to say, grow into, right? For example, if you want to say, I am fit and healthy, and you're not quite there, then that might be a stretch. But if you keep saying it, you start believing it. And I might be able to help you with what we call a ladder thought, something in between, like an affirmation that is not quite, I'm so sick, to I am healthy, but maybe a ladder thought. And I'll help you with that one if you contact me, okay? Because you do need to be able to believe it. So let me just give you some of my examples and how we can flip it, all right? So the negative is, and I'm sure you've all said it, I've said it, I can't do it. Sounds harmless, right? I can't do it. Instead, you could flip the switch and say, I am capable. Okay? Next one, I'm stuck. And that is often feels like we're stuck, right? But we're only stuck because we think and say the same thing and do the same thing over and over and over again. So, my new affirmation would be, I can take the next step. Do you hear the difference? I'm stuck. I can take the next step. I am capable of taking the next step. Another one is, I'm afraid. There's things that I want to do this year that I'm afraid of, right? In my business. There might be things you're afraid of at work, with your children, speaking truth in your relationships. Who knows, right? We're all afraid of something. So instead of saying, I am afraid, again, you make it part of your identity. You can say, I am choosing to be brave. I am choosing to be brave. Another one is, I don't know where to go. Right? Sounds true. I don't know where to go. Instead, flip it and say, I am headed in the right direction. And then just take that step. I am headed in the right direction. God will tell you when to turn around, right? Just take the next step. Believe that you're headed in the right direction. You get unstuck really quick, right? I hope you don't say this to yourself, but I've heard it, right? I'm stupid. Ooh, don't say that. Flip it around to, I'm doing my best. Can that be true? I am doing my best. I can try again, right? I am trying hard. Sounds a lot better, and your brain will believe it, okay? Or I'm sure you've heard people say, or maybe you've heard yourself say, no one loves me. No one loves me. You can flip that around and say, I am loved. And as soon as you say that, your brain goes into motion to find proof for that. Can you find proof that you're loved? I can help you find proof. I'm good at that. Okay? Excuse me. I don't know how to do this. I said that. I don't know how to do this. You flip that around and say, I am equipped. I can figure this out. I am equipped. I can figure this out. Or you would say, thinking about somebody, so and so has it so much better. Might seem like that's the case, right? Instead, you can flip the switch and say, I am taking advantage of my opportunities. I am taking advantage of my opportunities, or opportunities that come my way. When you say that, you will see more opportunities, guaranteed. Guaranteed. Flip the switch. And again, I hope you don't say that, but you might have heard or, say it yourself. Life sucks. Okay? You could flip that and say, I am at peace with the uncontrollable circumstances in my life. I am at peace with the uncontrollable circumstance in my life. And then we go from there, right? Or you say, you're having a hard day. I am so tired. I am so tired. That's again part of your identity then, right? Now the extreme flip of that would be I I am filled with energy. Can you say that? Is that too much of a stretch? I am filled with energy. Right? Sounds a lot better. Or let's say I'm so jealous of so and so. Right? When we say that, can you flip it around and say, I am blessed? What do you have that you can say I'm blessed with? I'm sure you could find some, right? Start with 5 things. Can you find 5 things that you're blessed with? Um, I'm in a rut. I'm in a rut. I'm stuck. I'm on a hamster wheel, right? I'm in a rut. Can't get out of this. You could say, flip it around and say, I am inspired. It might not feel true, but when you keep saying that I am inspired, you will come up with inspired ideas. God will will give you inspired ideas, okay? And then I think I have 4 more. I will never reach my goal. Be careful when you say that. Your brain will find reasons why you can't reach your goal. Flip it around and say, I am proud of what I've accomplished so far. I am proud of what I've accomplished so far. Can you find things that you've accomplished? Yes. If not, message me. I'm good with that. I help you find those things and build on that. Okay? Um, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. That feels very true, and then we're just stuck in indecision, and I have been there many times. Instead, you can say, I am learning to trust myself, or I'm learning to trust what God is telling me. I'm learning to trust. Okay? I'm envious. We're human, right? I'm envious. Let that be an opportunity to switch it and say, I'm grateful. I'm grateful. Or maybe you can even be inspired. I am inspired to accomplish what this person accomplished that I'm envious of. Okay? I'm grateful. When you're in a grateful place, you're always more motivated to do better things. And the last one, for all the people pleasers out there, I am a people pleaser. That's just who I am. It's what I do, right? Try to make everyone happy. Have you tried that? If you've tried that, you know it's exhausting, right? I'm a people pleaser. I just want everybody to be happy. Flip that around and say, I can easily say no when I need to. I can easily say no when I need to. Okay? So, to recap, um, today we talked about affirmations, how to say them in a wrong way and in a positive way, and how you are very capable of flipping the switch and turning negative statements around in your mind and then with your mouth, with your words. And it's very powerful. If you've never done it, I encourage you to try it. Pick one of the affirmations I shared, and I would love for you to write one in the comments below that spoke to you, or if you have one of your own that you would like to share, I would love to hear from you. And again, if you need help in moving forward out of your stuck place in your life, a stuck place in your relationship, a stuck place at work with a coworker, with in-laws, or an adult child that won't talk to you, or a teenager, any stuck place, message me and we can set up a free discovery call where we can see how I can help you get unstuck. All right. So, just to end, try out one affirmation this week. Do this one step and try out one affirmation every day this week. Okay. You are loved. You are deeply loved. You are loved beyond measure. I'll see you next Monday. Bye bye.